everyone, it's Max, and I am here to do a book haul. It's going to be April. So in April, I ended up going to Barnes & Noble with a friend to get a couple books that I wanted to do research for a book that I'm trying to write. But they were both really expensive, so instead I bought 3 books for pleasure. And the first book is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I have not read a V.E. Schwab book yet, but I decided to grab this one because I've just heard stellar things about it. I have read it, I have enjoyed it. I'll talk about that more in my April wrap-up. This is about 2 boys who I think they're in college. They have to do a thesis and they work with extraordinary people. And they both end up turning into extraordinaries, and while Vincent, who you see here, Victor, who you see here on the cover, is sent away to prison because of some miscommunications, and Eli, who is the other boy, starts to kill other extraordinaries because he thinks it's his duty. This book was really, really good. It's a really interesting play between who's the villain and who's the hero and all that good stuff. And then the next book I bought was Everything, Everything by Nicola Yoon. I hadn't read this book yet. It was alright, not my favorite, but this is about a girl who is allergic to literally everything. She's never had a friend, and then a boy moves next door and they start talking through emails. It seemed like, to me, it seemed like it was going to be like kind of like The Fault in Our Stars, which I totally got that vibe from. Wasn't my favorite, but the plot twist at the end was quite interesting, and I kind of liked it, actually. So, and then the last book that I bought from Barnes & Noble was Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. I had heard about this book plenty of times. I haven't heard it a whole lot on BookTube, but I decided to pick it up. I read about 50 pages of this and didn't really like it. I thought Dinah, who's the main character, was just too whiny. And this book is about a girl named Dinah who's going to be the next Queen of Hearts, and her dad sucks. He's really awful. She falls in love with, like, one of the knights, guardsmen. She was just too whiny for me. I didn't really like her, and I ended up DNFing it. This weekend, I'm going to be going back to Barnes & Noble and exchanging it for a different book. And then I realized I have no more books on my to-be-read shelf. So, at college. So I decided, of course, to buy some. And I really wanted to get into Brandon Sanderson. Everyone had been talking about the Mistborn trilogy, and that's a good place to start, but it is so long. And then I was on Amazon, and I saw how cheap this one was, and so I decided to grab it, and that is The Rhythmatist by Brandon Sanderson. This was like $4, and with Amazon Prime, and I'm reading it. I'm reading it right now. But with Amazon Prime, so that means free shipping. Like, I was just like, I'm sold. I'm sold. Great, sounds good. And this is about a boy named Joel who goes to a school, and it's a school for the normal people and then the rhythmatists who can turn chalk drawings into life and battle with them. And right now it's over summer break, and rhythmatist kids are being killed by other rhythmatists, and Joel has to help figure out who's killing them. It is really good so far, and I'm really enjoying it. And then I won a giveaway on Goodreads, which I was just so excited for. I'm like, I've never won a giveaway. And that included the book Macbeth by William Shakespeare. So this giveaway was, this lady wrote a book, ML Rio wrote a book called If We Were Villains, and it is about a Shakespearean troupe. And so she gave away the book, and then she gave you 4 choices of Shakespeare novel, and it was King Lear, Julius Caesar, Romeo and Juliet, or Macbeth. And I am planning on taking a Shakespeare course second semester sophomore year, and so far the research that I've done, you have to read Macbeth and King Lear, but I thought I'd like Macbeth more, and so I decided to ask for this one. It is about a man who is married, and I think his wife convinces him to kill someone, and then it's him living with that guilt, I believe. I've seen it done live, and I think that's what I remember from it. And then the actual book that we got for the giveaway was If We Were Villains by ML Rio. Just look at this gorgeous cover. I think it's just amazing. And look at the inside flap. Like, it's got words. I haven't read it yet, but it's just like, I love it. And it is signed to me and personalized and all that good stuff, which I was just so excited for. This is about a Shakespearean troupe who I think, like, they all represent a certain trope. So, like, the hero, the villain, the femme fatale. And then they realize that they're kind of changing, I think it is. Like, so the femme fatale becomes a hero or something like that. And it just sounds so good, and I am just so excited to pick this up because it's huge. It is a giant novel, and it's gorgeous. And then the last book I also bought from Amazon was The Witches by Stacy Schiff. Now, the book that I am writing has to do with the Salem witch trials. So this was one of the novels that I ended up getting for my research. I'm not going to go too deep into what my book is about because I am going to be doing monthly writing updates starting in June, and that's when I'll give the full plot. But just know that one of the plot lines follows the Salem witch trials. So I am just super excited to pick this one up because Stacy Schiff won the Pulitzer Prize in Literature for Cleopatra, and I definitely want to read that one now too, and I am just so excited. And now for the last part of the book haul, I decided to get some books from Book Outlet, and they just showed up in this nice package, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of an unboxing. First book in here is The Crucible by Arthur Miller. This also has to do with the Salem witch trials, and obviously I am doing this for my research. The next book is Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour. I'm really trying to read more LGBTQ plus reads, and I haven't read many, and so I decided to start picking up some more, and this one was really cheap on Book Outlet, so I decided to pick it up. This is about a girl who moves to LA to try and get into the Hollywood scene. I don't know if she's a writer or an actress, and it just so happens she has a girlfriend. I hear it's a really low plot line of the book. It's just like, yeah, so what? She's got a girlfriend. Like, everything's normal, which I really like. And the last book, which I'm actually really excited about, is Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon McGuire. Now, I've been watching BookTube videos, and everyone buys this for full price, and it's so short that they really regret it. But I decided to look. I was just like, I really want to read this, so I decided to look it up on Book Outlet and went. All right, and now for the second part of my book haul, I had my owl crate. My owl crate came in, and then I went and exchanged Pauline Oaks, and I was just going to get the other book same price. It was pretty much, not really for free, but I got the money back, so I used that money for another book. But then I was like, well, Max, this is actually, it's kind of free, so why not get another one while you're at it? But then I couldn't choose between two, so I got them both. And then, after that, I was like, well, Max, you got the job you wanted, as I recently was hired for a job that I really wanted. I was like, why not treat yourself and get yourself a new release? So that's what I did. So instead of a tiny little book haul, it's gonna be a little bit. So the first book was, of course, the book in the April Owl Crate, and that was The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. This is about a girl named Molly who has had 26 or 27 unrequited loves, and then her sister gets a girlfriend, and her girlfriend's friend starts to like Molly, but Molly starts to like a guy who she's working with named Reed. This is actually really, really cute. I'm almost done with it. I have less than 100 pages, and it's really fun, and I'm really enjoying it. And on to the Barnes & Noble book buying extravaganza. First book I got was Everland by Wendy Spinelli. If you saw my Owl Crate unboxing, you will know that there was a bit of a chapter preview for Umberland, the second book in this series. But this is a retelling of Peter Pan, and I think it's Wendy and her sister are taken to Neverland, and her sister gets kidnapped by Captain Hook because they're trying to find either the cure to immortality or try to find immortality, and she has to get her sister back. I've only heard good things about this, so I'm actually really excited to read it. And the next book I got was The Forbidden Wish by Jessica Corey. I think that's how you pronounce her last name, Jessica Corey. This is an Aladdin retelling with a girl as a genie instead of a guy. And the genie, she has a chance to be free, but she has to betray Aladdin. And it turns out she has feelings for Aladdin. That's all I know from what I've seen in the past. And I am planning on reading Everland and this one in June because I to finish my TBR pile, I have a lot of books, I've decided to do themed months, and June is retellings, so there we go. And the last book I got for the whole, oh, I substituted one, got another, why not get another, was Hello, Goodbye, and Everything in Between by Jennifer E. Smith. This is about two kids, or young adults who are dating, and right before they leave for college, they have to decide whether to keep their relationship going or break up. I've read 2 Jennifer E. Smith novels in the past. I really enjoy them. They're really fun, fast reads. And July is my month for contemporary, so I'll probably pick this one up in July. And the last book I got was the one where I was like, I'm just going to get a brand new hardcover novel because why not? Or to celebrate me getting my job. And I was having such a hard time choosing which one to get because that's my worst fault, is I go to a bookstore with the intent, like, I'm getting this book. And then I start doubting. I'm like, well, should I get this book? Maybe I should get another one. Or maybe, I don't know, what if I don't like it? And I was really having a hard time choosing, and then this one just jumped out at me because of this gorgeous cover. And that is The Book Jumper by Mechthild Glasser. Look at this gorgeous cover. I love this cover. It's so pretty. This is about a girl who goes to, I think, like she leaves Germany and goes to Scotland, and her grandmother convinces her to start reading, but in reality she actually can go into the story, like go actually into the book and influence the story, and stuff happens. It actually sounds really good. It sounds like a book lover's just dream, you know, being able to go into your favorite stories. So I'm just really excited to pick this one up. Out of the Barnes & Noble book haul, this will probably be the next one that I pick up, or the first one that I pick up out of the book haul, because this doesn't really fit one of my monthly themes. And I don't have a whole lot of books here for my May TBR, and I expected The Upside of Unrequited to fill me out till the end of April, but it is April 22nd, and I have 100 pages, and I plan on finishing it today. So who knows how many books I'll get to before school is done. So I've got some stuff to back me up. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye!